What would you think if I told you that Allah gives us a sign about coronavirus in 2020 in the Quran? No moist or dry, but that is written in a clear record. This ayah tells us that everything is written in the Quran, but first of all, we have to understand this. Yes, everything exists in the Quran, but not with details. It exists in a way such as a tiny seed that has been written the program of a huge tree. So everything exists in the Quran, however not in detail, but as basic issues. Just as to say that the Quran does not point to today's events is negligence, so to say that these events have been mentioned in detail is extremism. One needs to refrain from both of them. Okay, but what about the coronavirus? Well, I will talk about an ayah and I will show you an unbelievable calculation, and then I will leave you alone to decide if you're gonna believe it or not. But before we begin, let's talk about what coronavirus has done so far. Most countries cancel visas, flights, and some even forbid traveling in the country. Lots of sports games got canceled. Some schools got closed. Some of the entertainment places got closed. Lots of clubs and bars got closed. Nightlife got to an ending point, and most places of worship got closed. They announced people to pray in their houses from mosques, and then this video got us all emotional. Everyone got affected by it at different levels. And to be honest, we deserve that. I mean, look at us. We're doing the sins that the nation of Ad and Lut did in just one night. It's like we don't recognize our Creator. There are 700 million atheists in China alone. 700 million people openly say that they don't recognize our Creator. And the believers, I mean, we don't live like we recognize Him, do we? The people who praise Allah in Turkey, a Muslim-populated country, are less than those who don't. We're lazy, we don't research, we don't read, we treat one another like objects. There are billions of people who are hungry and suffering, and we don't even feel bad. Consenting to tyranny, being okay with tyranny, is tyranny. It looks like the whole world got out of hand a little bit. We're not doing what we're supposed to do. What are we here for? To get to know our Creator and worship Him. That is our main purpose. We have a disaster like the death in front of us. How can anything else be our main purpose? But who thinks that we're doing that? And if we're not doing what we're supposed to do anymore, this trouble might be a warning or a sign of the ending. Think about it like this. Why would an artist open up an art gallery? To show his art to his audience. But if the audience stops caring about the art, if they start to treat badly to the art around them, if they fight with the people around, or if they just walk around, the artist may close that art gallery. Just like that, our Creator made this art gallery. And He wrote this book of the universe for us to read it. But if we rip the pages, if we don't treat it nicely, if we don't even see it as a book full of messages, full of letters to read, then He can close that book. And it's infinitely easy for Him. Look at what He does even with a microscopic virus. We should take this message seriously. Now in the beginning, we said there's an ayah that might be giving a sign about the coronavirus. The ayah is this: and when the word befalls them, we will bring forth for them a creature from the earth, speaking to them, saying that the people were of our verses not certain in faith. A creature from the earth is called Dabbatan min al-ard, or Dabbatul Ard. We talked about coronavirus and if it's the Dabbatul Ard in another video. I recommend you to watch that video, but there's something else that we didn't realize then. I don't know if you know what the abjad calculation is. For those of you who don't know, it's basically a mathematical calculation of the Arabic letters. In Arabic, every letter has a specific numeral value and it has a specific calculation. And you have to realize that we're not saying coronavirus is the Dabba. It may be one of the meanings of the Dabba. La ya'lamul ghayba illallah. But the interesting thing is this. Abjad value of the Dabbatul Ard is 1441. And according to Hijri calendar, the Islamic calendar, we are in that year because 1441 according to Hijri calendar is 2020.